Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Blue Archive set of reactions. Today we will have Alert and the Alert Hard arranged both by KARUT and requested by Tommy. I think it's Tommy or Tomi Anwar. Sorry if I got that wrong. This one had like 11 likes and it's of course a KARUT track, so of course I'm gonna have a good time here. I have yet to have a bad experience with any of KARUT's tracks before, so I guess without further ado, let's go! What did I say? I'm already locked in. Already vibing with this. KARUT just knows how to make me immediately lock in. Oh, it's bouncy. Oh, KARUT doing the bounce thing. Love that siren synth. The sound that I miss. That was pretty popular in the early 2010s. Don't hear it as much now. Yeah. KARUT with the amazing synth picks. Taking me right back to like 2013. Oh, that's kind of fun. I don't even know what that is. It just ends suddenly. All right. I especially loved that one when it first started getting in with those synths. Those siren synths are something I straight up have not heard since like the early to mid 2010s in the EDM scene. I don't know what it is with KARUT just consistently bringing out those sounds and using them for this game. I don't know how many years ago these songs were made. I don't know how long Blue Archive has been around, to be honest. I don't even know when it started, but a lot of these songs sound so just charged with that like mid 2010s EDM energy. That was kind of my own prime time for listening to EDM, and there are so many indie artists especially who went for that sound, and it was just so much fun. It had such a high energy to it, and you just could not stop yourself from moving and grooving. It was just a good time. While they were of course used for the pros as well, a lot of indie artists I think just gravitated to those sounds and decided to use them a lot because they were probably easy to sprinkle in there as accents to keep the energy going, and you didn't have to really think too much about the composition because those little like whoops in there, those sounds were really popular just to keep the energy high, especially in stuff like rave dance EDM. So it's just a great energy to have. And then KARUT backing it up with all of these like heavy stings underneath, these like almost synth-like strings going on underneath. That's probably what actually was being done there, just having synthetic strings underneath it, just kind of adding these just like these step down synth stings that felt so good and just keep everything locked together. That it's basically all KARUT has done for like the past couple months. I've heard of various work from KARUT has been just really fun, high energy. That's always what I get out of Blue Archive really anyway, except for the couple of emotional piano tracks and those little more somber ones that are sprinkled in. But man, it's like KARUT, man. Whenever you need a good energy, just pull up a KARUT song, just let KARUT play, you know? And now I'm really interested to hear what the harder range is going to sound like, because usually they're more aggressive and sometimes even have a darker tone to them, but usually are just much more aggressive. So I guess we'll find out what that one has in store next, shall we? All right. Feels a little bit faster. A lot more complex accents being sprinkled in here. A little bit more complex in the mixing as well. Using the stereo space a little bit more. Still has those stings in there. Using those as leads now. I really like that change. Ooh. Ooh. A little bit of a breakbeat, breakcore kind of thing in here. Nice fill. Beautiful high-flying synth on the lead. Hell yeah. I love that too. Throwing in this tension in there. Man, never a dull moment with KARUT. So as I said during the song, I love the way that this evolved from the other one. There are so many familiar things in there, like those stings. That evolution was really nice. Turning that into a lead instead of being like subtle stings underneath behind the siren was really cool. I also really like that they had this like constant siren-esque sound going during the main parts of the song instead of having those like more siren-esque like slow rise loops in there like I was talking about in the prior one. I really like that synth, but the way that they evolved it into this is really cool. There's so many things happening in this one compared to the other one. They just added a little bit more speed, couple more layers. Like I was saying, they were bouncing around between the ears a lot more, using that stereo space, playing around with the room a little bit more, and just having more complexity, because when you have something that's called hard arrange, that's kind of what you assume it's going to be anyway. You assume it's something a little bit harder, a little bit more hard-boiled, if you will. And that's exactly what this is. It feels a little bit more stressful, especially with those synth stings that they put into this one. Those were new, and the way that they added those in at the spots they did made so much more tension because they were rising up to something and then didn't go anywhere, and it would go back to what the song was doing before. So you're just sitting here kind of scratching your head, wondering where all that tension went. But then it was like subtly releasing it in that way too, like letting the hole open in a balloon filled with air, just kind of a little bit, you know, just enough to let some air escape, but not too much. And that kind of kept the song going. There was so much energy in this, and adding that tension in there, if you had kept raising that tension with those stings in there without releasing that tension, it probably would have sounded way more stressful by the end, and you wouldn't have had this same high energy kind of bounce you were getting out of the song if they didn't have a way for that to go, if they didn't have an outlet for all of that tension, which I'm glad they did by somehow raising it and then just dropping it out by having the rest of the song play through at that point. So it's just, there's a lot going on with these, and I love the evolution between the two of them. While I definitely love that first one, this one's really cool too, but I think I might actually have to hand it to the first one as far as like my personal preference. It's got a little bit of the nostalgic edge for me, so I think that's gonna beat out for like which of the two I prefer, but both are really fun in their own rights, and I do love how they evolved all of that sound into the harder range. What a great job from KARUT, as per always. But I think that's about all I gotta say on these ones, so thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you have any other requests for any other songs from Blue Archive, by all means drop them in the comments below and I will do my best to get to them. And of course, if you just enjoyed this video and you want to follow me and support me for more stuff in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!